why there is a nationwide search for a Pullman woman with a warrant.
And a change in the weather is coming, next on Murrow News 8.
Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University. This is Murrow News 8.
Good evening, I'm Diego Moctezuma.
And I'm Allison Martinez. Welcome to Murrow News 8. The University of Idaho has welcomed its largest freshman class in the school's history. According to a U of I news release, over 1,900 first-year students are currently enrolled this fall. This is an 18% increase from last year's total. An increase in first-year students also brought in an increase to the total enrollment with over 11,500 students, an increase of nearly 2%. A nationwide arrest warrant has been issued for a Pullman woman. 35-year-old Gabrielle Hernandez was arrested with 37-year-old Roy Valdez in early September for armed robbery. The Whitman County Superior Judge granted Hernandez a 1-week furlough from jail to take care of a medical issue. During a hearing regarding a doctor's note for the issue, Hernandez walked out of the courtroom and failed to check herself back into jail as ordered. A nationwide arrest warrant with a $100,000 bond was quickly signed by the judge.
The Washington State Attorney General Bob Ferguson came to WSU to speak at the Foley Institute. Our reporter Reese Holmes has more information. Reese, what's going on at the Foley Institute?
Right, I'm joining you guys outside of Bryan Hall right now, where earlier today, Washington State Attorney General Bob Ferguson gave a talk about Washington State's successful lawsuit against Facebook for violating campaign finance laws. In addition to this, Ferguson also talked about what his department at the state is doing to combat the opioid crisis. If you happen to miss this talk in particular, as well as any of the other ones through the Foley Institute, you can find it on their YouTube channel at youtube.com/c/Foley Institute. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Reese. And speaking of Washington state government, voting season is upon the residents of Whitman County. There are several levies on the 2022 Whitman County ballot for people to vote on, including Pullman Regional proposing over $27 million in bonds to make improvements and a $30,000 levy for the town of Colton to support general city operations. If you're voting in Whitman County, you can find more information on the Whitman County Elections Office.
Whitman County Humane Society in Pullman is back to full operational status this month. The society previously had 6 of its 7 staff resign and had to limit its services. Since then, they have been able to rebuild their staff and remodel the shelter. Board members announced hiring a shelter manager, an officer manager, and two full-time employees. The society will continue to hire new workers and take in more animals. What is the city of Pullman doing to keep the yard and drains of Pullman clean?
And a look at what the snow level is going to be this weekend, coming up on Murrow News 8.
The city of Pullman announced today that its residential leaf collection program will begin Monday, November 7th, and continue through Wednesday, November 23rd. The city of Pullman is advising residents to rake their leaves into the streets next to the curb and to park their cars off the street before the scheduled collection day in your area. For the schedule of leaf collection dates in your area, visit the City of Pullman's website.
This weekend could provide the first snowfall of the season. According to Pullman Radio, the cold front that will be arriving at the Palouse is expected to drop the snow level down to 2,500 feet. The weather so far in October has been warmer than usual, with daily highs being 11 degrees warmer than the average.
It was a very nice day walking to class this morning, and I've enjoyed walking in the sun for the last couple of weeks. Let's head to our very own Emmett at the weather wall to see if this nice weather is going to continue. Emmett?
You know, Diego, I really wish that I could say that the warm weather is going to continue. Today, it's looking pretty good. 74 degrees as the high, 45 degrees as the low. It's about 72 right now. We're getting a little bit of wind going towards the northwest at about 6 miles per hour. Tomorrow, it's going to be sunny as well. 73 degrees with a low, dropping down just below 40 at about 38. We're getting a we're getting an early sunset just at about 5:45, and then wind coming from the southeast. As we look across the state map, on the other hand, over here in Pullman, of course, 75 and 45 today. Spokane up there a little bit colder than we are, with a high of 73 and a low of 40. Tri-Cities 73 with a low of 38, kind of what we're looking at tomorrow. Yakima, it's getting a little bit hotter as you move across the state. Yakima 76 with a low of 44. Seattle is going to be a little bit, they're kind of dropping down with 68 with a low of 51. Olympia, it's going to be around 69 with a high of 69. Low of 46. It's going to be sunny throughout the entire state, but they're looking at rain for the rest of the week, or towards the end of the week, just like we are. If you're going to be doing any hiking or outdoor activities as you move into our 5-day forecast, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday morning are probably your best times to be able to do that, as you see 73, 70, and 60 as the highs. But as you move into Saturday, if you're planning on going to any of the soccer games or anything this weekend, I would wear a jacket. You're looking at some rain. You're looking at some potential snow coming on Saturday. Back to you guys at the desk.
Awesome, thank you, Emmett. While it might be a quieter week for the men's sports, the women's sports are still competing.
And how football weekend has been impacting Pullman, coming up after the break.
Your Cougar volleyball team had an outstanding weekend out in Salt Lake City. Not only did they sweep Utah in 3 straight sets, but sophomore Katie Ryan had a career day, 13 kills, and a career-high 8 blocks against Utah. Junior Veronica Woodula also racked up a career-high 5 blocks. If you missed the game against Utah this past weekend, don't worry. This Friday, WSU will be hosting Arizona here at 7 p.m. and it's Disney date night. So dress up, bring your kids, and take pictures with Disney princesses. A night of fun for the whole family. The Cougs will take on Arizona again at 11 a.m. on Sunday for Kids Day, so make sure to stick around and grab some post-match autographs. Now, the WSU swim team lost their home opener to number 9 California at Good Pool on Saturday. WSU won 4 individual races, including 2 from freshman Emily Lundgren, who won the 100 and 200 breaststroke. Other top performers were sophomore Noelle Harvey, who won the 200-meter breaststroke, and Dory Hathazi, who took second in the 220 fly and 500 free. The Cougs' next swim against Stanford on October 28th is also at Gibb Pool. Out on the golf course, the WSU women's team finished the second of 3 rounds at the Merlin Smith Sunflower Invitational in Kansas. The Cougs are led by Madeline Gamble, who is currently in 32nd place of the 83-person tournament. The Cougs are tied for 11th of the 15 schools attending the competition, and WSU will next tee off in Hawaii October 31st through November 2nd. Now, it's a bye week for the Cougs this weekend, but the football weekends do have a huge impact on local businesses. Murrow News 8 reporter Allison Martinez gives us a look at the Pullman economy during football season.
When you think of Washington State University, football immediately comes to mind. A win for the football team is a win for students, alumni, and all Pullman residents alike. What you may not realize is a win for the football team is a win for business owners as well.
Last month was our busiest month since open. On average, in a single day, we probably triple whatever we did at this time last year. Sometimes even like 5 times.
Nick Trotta is the owner of Goya Vintage, a local consignment shop that specializes in vintage Coug gear.
We get a lot of parents that come through, drive down from Seattle for the games, and I think they like looking at like the old stuff.
Nick isn't the only business owner riding the highs of this season. Bob Cady is the owner of game day staple, the Coug.
Last year, the Coug had several days where it looked just like this, several empty bars with bored bartenders. This year, a winning football team has increased campus morale, so this very spot can look more like this.
When things are good and you feel like a winner because the football team's winning, you're out more, you shop out more, you spend more money, you have a better time with your friends, you're happier about your classes. Like literally everything is better in an environment when football wins.
Years of operation through the highs and lows of Pullman have allowed Bob to perfect his business concept.
This week is celebrating a certain group of students.
Find out who after the break.
Let me tell you about the toughest guy on earth. He does the work of 2 jobs, but only gets paid for one. He's tough enough to feed the man that gave him a lifetime of nourishment. He has the crazy strength to lift the man that raised him up without even flinching. That's right. No employee of the month bonus check here. This guy, no. This warrior will always be by his father's side, even if his dad will hardly remember. Good luck finding a gym to train for that. If this guy isn't the toughest guy on the planet, then I don't know who is. Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
It's National Transfer Student Week this week at WSU. The purpose of this week is to celebrate the journey of transfer students and all those who support them. WSU is celebrating with its Plug Into Transfer theme with several events encouraging students to get involved with transfer resources and support systems.
Yeah, I transferred my second semester junior year from Central Washington, and I'm just happy to be here, man.
I transferred too, not from a bigger school, but from a community college, Highline Community College, back in my hometown of Des Moines.
Special shout out.
Special shout out, go Thunderbirds.
Don't think I've ever thought about transferring, but I have heard a great quote that people always say. You always hear about people transferring in WSU. You don't really hear about too many people transferring out. Great retention rate,
Exactly.
and obviously just a great place to go to college. I don't think in my 4 years I've been to a lot of other schools. Can't find anywhere that I would rather call home.
Absolutely.
I don't think so.
Right.
You can't beat it.
Go Cougs, man. Cougs for life, baby. Yeah, thank you for watching. If you missed anything in this or in any other of our previous newscasts, you can always watch us on our channel.
And more news can be found at nwpb.org/mn8, and you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Have a great night.